Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Okay, first off, I just want to say I'm not sitting in front of the computer because I have a lot of work to do. In fact, I just got all of my videos except for my BookTube video uploaded. So I don't have any work to do on here. I can check my BookTube video, but I think it has like 14 minutes left. It has 3 minutes left, but I'll just finish that once I get done vlogging. So I don't have any work to do. I've got all my videos up, filmed quite a few videos today, but I don't have to do anything. The reason I'm sitting in front of the computer is because it is dark outside. I'm starting this vlog rather late. It is currently, let's see what the time is. The time is currently 8:03 p.m. So I'm getting started vlogging late and it's already dark. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit inside. Alec. I do know a couple Alex. I know a couple Alexes and I know a couple Alex. But anyway, Alec, now I'm gonna call my husband by the wrong name. Alex, after work, he went to dinner with a girlfriend of his. Well, two girlfriends of his. And so he'll probably be home about 9:30 or 10. Boo Radley is upstairs sleeping. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit inside and I am going to upload these videos. I have to tell you, I've been watching tonight all of these live versions of Taylor Swift's Your Own Kid from the Eras Tour. Actually the one that I'm looking at right now that I'm watching is the live from Taylor Swift from the Eras Tour film. I wish that they had, I looked online on iTunes. I can't find where you can download a live version of it. I love the live version of that song. But anyway, yeah, it's been a busy day. I have filmed quite a few videos. When I got up today and I started, I was exhausted today, and I'll tell you about why that was in just a second. But I was absolutely exhausted today, and I was like, you know what? I think that I'm just gonna I had gotten like a couple Amazon packages, and so I was like, I think I'm gonna do like an Amazon haul and then my vlog. I was really super tired, and I'm very worried about Boo Radley. And so I just was like, I need to get my mind off of something. Maybe if I just like sit and watch a movie today or whatever. But then I made like one video and he was like sleeping right next to me in bed. And so I was like, I turned around and I made another one, and then I made another one. And I ended up filming on all of my channels today, which is kind of crazy. So, and I had a really good time filming on all of my channels. I filmed on my drama video, I did a drama video, and then on my Peterisms one, I read a meditation and I talked about that. On my review channel, I did the Fanta Haunted Apple. On my Peter Does Stuff channel, I did an Amazon haul. On my TV channel, I did a full reaction to the entire season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And then on my BookTube channel, I did a haul over there as well, because I had a few books in the kitchen that I didn't even know that well, one of them I know because I hadn't shown because it just came in the mail. So that's been my day today. Boo Radley has been sleeping right next to me. He really hasn't been wanting to go outside a lot. I took him outside probably about a half an hour ago, and he saw Mrs. and she kind of like came over and talked to him for a little bit. So I'll just get into this, what happened last night. Boo Radley's allergies have been just like really bad. So when I talked to the vet on the phone, well, the vet's office, I said, you know, she had said that we could use Benadryl for his allergies. And we've kind of like stayed away from that for a while. I had read some articles. People are like, you know, online, it's very safe to do this, but you have to like do it for their weight. And so I had asked Alex to pick up some Benadryl because the Benadryl that we had was like old. It was like when she first said it 2 years ago or something like that. So Alex brought some Benadryl home, and then they let me know like the dosage of what we could give him. So we gave him this Benadryl last night. I don't know if this has to do with the Benadryl or if he is the beginning to the middle stages of dog dementia. I really, to be honest with you, I have no clue. But last night, he just was rather lethargic throughout the early part of the evening. He had been doing better, you know, he was going outside and whatever. I mean, yesterday was an okay day. But he just seems really tired all the time. So last night, what did we do last night? Did we watch a TV show last night? I can't remember. It's Monday. Oh, we watched Real Housewives of Orange County. And he was kind of like walking in circles around here. So Alex is like, when we got done with it, we had nothing else to watch. And so Alex said, I think I'm gonna go upstairs, because if I go upstairs, then he'll come upstairs with me. And I said, okay. So I went upstairs. That was about 10 o'clock. Well, it was about 9:45. I went upstairs to go and lay down and take a nap. My plan was to lay down until about 11:30, and then I was going to get up and I was going to watch Big Brother from Sunday night. Alex had already watched it. He's ahead of me on the Big Brother. He'd already watched Sunday night. So I was going to watch Big Brother from Sunday night, and then I was going to binge watch the whatever left I had of Sister Wives. I actually have my Sister Wives list right here is what I have of all the seasons that I still have to watch. I'm currently halfway through, I think I'm on episode 9 of season 14. So I have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have how many episodes are written on each of these. So I have 9 out of 15 on season 14, and then I have 11 episodes on season 15, 13 episodes on season 16, 17 episodes on season 17, and 20 episodes on season 18. I have to tell you what's weird about it is, so my iPad's right over there, so when it's like plugged in right over there. So when I'm sitting here and I'm working all day long, like uploading videos and whatever, I have it like turned on. And so it's just in the background. Sister Wives has become, I mean, it's getting crazier and crazier. I think tomorrow, well, depending on how long Caroline and I are gone tomorrow, she's picking me up actually earlier because we kind of planned on her picking me up so we could take Boo to the vet, but they couldn't get him in. So she's picking me up earlier tomorrow. So I'll probably get back earlier, and if I do, then I'll film some videos. But since I filmed so many videos yesterday and today, I'm kind of like, I'll film what I film tomorrow. But if I film a TV video tomorrow, I'll probably do my reaction to Sister Wives because I'm keeping notes on the seasons of Sister Wives. Hold on a second. And I have, where is it at? My sister, here it is. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, and now 14 that I have notes on. So, I mean, I usually have been doing 2 to 3 seasons at a time, and I have 5 seasons that I have to do a reaction to. So, I'm probably going to do a couple of those videos this week leading up to the premiere on Sunday. So, anyway, but I've had it on the background. It's been rather homey. Boo Radley has slept so much today, and I've been so worried about him that and I know that people are probably like, every day is like something different with Boo Radley. I don't really know. I mean, like, it's the whole thing about, and like, you know, our vet called us personally and left a message, and she's like, nothing that you say is like worrisome to me, blah, 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 whatever. Like, I'm not, you know, super worried about that. We can wait until he comes in to see him. Like, you know, if he was like having messes all over the house and he wasn't eating, then I'd be worried about that. He's still eating and all that kind of stuff. But he always has eaten when he's wanted to. Everything's happening later at night. And this is one of the things with dog dementia that I've read about, is that their like schedules completely switch. Like, everything they would do during the day, they now do at night. So he's literally sleeping the entire day. He doesn't even really want to go out during the day. Well, last night I laid down and I had ordered the night lights. Alex and I talked about, I like researched like what are the best colors for dogs to have. Like, people don't know if dogs are colorblind or not, but like, which are the best colors, like, you know, for dogs and whatever. And so I actually got amber, red, and blue because they said red and blue are good. Like, a lot of people had shared on like these different threads of like colors that they use for that. So I ordered those night lights, but they didn't come until today. So so last night Alex and I were talking about it, and I said, how does he seem? And he said, he seems like he doesn't want to be near us. Like he would go over to Alex and like let Alex hold him. He's not really wanting to be in his purple bed at all. He was sleeping in his purple bed a little bit earlier today, but he's not really even wanting to be in his bed. And so when I was laying down to take a nap, Alex was like looking at TikToks for like 10 minutes, and then 10 or 15 minutes, and he was like, I think I'm just going to go to bed early. And that was like right at 10 o'clock. And I was like, you're going to bed this early? He's like, yeah, I'm tired. So like we turned on the fan and, you know, everything. Well, Boo Radley just started. We closed the bedroom door when we go to bed because we don't want him wandering down the stairs and all that kind of stuff. So he jumps down off the bed. He can like jump up and down, like just standing in place. Still, I don't know how. But he kept on jumping down and off the bed last night, and it went on, I mean, it was probably a half an hour straight of jumping down, coming up. He'd come over to me, he'd lick my hand, but then he'd walk to the edge of the bed. I'd put him in his bed, his little purple bed. He'd jump out of it immediately. He'd jump down the floor. It was like a half an hour of that. So finally, I was just like, okay, he's not wanting to sleep, so I'll just get up. So when I got up, he immediately wanted to go outside. And so I took him out outside. I let him walk around forever because I thought, well, maybe we had given him the Benadryl like probably 45 minutes or an hour before we like laid down. It was when we started watching Real Housewives of Orange County, and every everything I read online and says that dogs, it makes them sleepy and whatever. In a few cases, and this is why I don't take antihistamines, because I do react to antihistamines this way. They make me more wired. I don't take them. That's why I never take that kind of stuff. But a few cases said that it can make dogs more anxious and more nervous. Well, he was definitely nervous last night. I mean, the little guy, I felt so bad for him. Okay, between 10 o'clock and probably 5:30 a.m., he literally and I had the kitchen light on the whole time because I want to make sure that he could see, because with the kitchen light on, Alex can sleep with it, but you can see everything in the house. And so I had the kitchen light on the whole time. He kept on going up and down the stairs. He would come, he would walk over me. If I tried to pick him up, I'd pick him up and he'd just wiggle and get out of my arms. Then he would walk around. I'd take him outside. I don't even know how many times I took him outside last night, 8 or 10 times. He would walk around. He seemed fine at first. Towards the end, he started seeming kind of confused. But I'm also hyper vigilantly looking for everything. Is he confused? Does he know who I am? Blah, 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 whatever, right? And so the last time or two that I took him outside, he just kind of looked around he didn't kind of know where he was. But I also don't know that. I mean, we're also talking at this point, 7 hours of pacing? He literally paced for 7 hours. I could not get him to settle down. When he walked upstairs, when I would go and check on him upstairs, he was literally standing at the edge of the bed. Not on the bed, but on the floor. We put one of his beds right next to it, so if he didn't want to get on the bed, he could sleep on the floor. Last night we put blankets. He wouldn't get on there. He literally just walked around the room. Alex woke up a couple times. He's like, I don't know what he wants. Well, when I finally went upstairs and I went to bed, which was about 5 o'clock, because I was going to watch one more episode, and I thought, no, just go to bed. Maybe he'll settle down too. He got in the bed, but he wouldn't get in his purple bed. And then he sat on the end of the bed, and he laid at the end of the bed, and he never, I don't know that I've ever seen him do this before. He laid on the end of the bed, and he just looked forward, and he just cried. And that was another sign that dogs with dementia have, is that they cry and they whine in the middle of their sleep. But Alex was like, I don't know that maybe this is, he's never acted this way before. Even when I've been, worried about him the last couple days, he's never acted this weird. I mean, he was anxious last night. Pacing. So we're thinking that maybe it has to do with the vet. I called to check with the vet, and they're like, well, that could be, but we don't see a lot of cases of that, but it could be. We've seen a few. So it could be because of that. So needless to say, and I will say this, the Benadryl did not help his allergies at all. The little guy kept on sneezing all night long. So finally, he was laying on the end of the bed, and then he was he stopped jumping off the bed, and he just laid there. And the last time I looked, he had his head down. We had a blanket at the end of the bed. I had put a blanket down there when he was laying down there. So he kind of just curled to the side on this blanket. Then Alex got up at 6:30, and he picked him up, and he asked me if I'd give him his medicine, and I said no. And so Alex brought him downstairs, took him outside, gave him his medicine. I said, how does he seem? He said, he seems really tired, exhausted. And so then he came back to bed, and Alex makes his side of the bed so he can sleep, little Boo can sleep on it. And so he's curled up next to Alex's pillow, and he just was out. And so I woke up a couple times this morning before I finally got up, and he just was out. I checked on him. I was like, is the dog still alive? I was so worried about him, He was fine. He put his little head up and stuff like that. So then I was exhausted from being up and last night. So I ended up getting up about 1 o'clock today. I slept in real late today. And when I got up, he was still out and asleep, and he didn't really want to go outside or anything, and so I, filmed my videos and did all that. Well, about 4 o'clock, Alex had been texting me all day long. How's he doing? Does he seem okay? Somebody just texted me. He just texted me. Alex said he's coming home. So when he gets home, I'll have to move this outside to the dark, unless I keep this real short. So I actually thought he would be gone longer than that. Okay, babe. So Alex has been texting me all day long, how's he been, blah, blah, blah. I say he doesn't really want to go outside, doesn't really want to do anything. He's been drinking a lot of water. Last night, when, the early stages of pacing, every time I would take him out, I'd give him a treat, and he ate the treat like that. I would put food down. He ate 2 packages of food last night. He's still eating. Whatever was, hurting his face is not hurting his face anymore. Because he'll let us, touch his face and stuff. He's completely fine. So, I don't know what is going on. We have no clue what's going on. He's been sleeping all day today, so I'm worried that we're gonna have a repeat tonight of last night. He seems happy, like when I take him outside, like he just kind of sits there and like looks around, he like sniffs, he like walks around forever, you know? He seems happy. Now, like sleeping on the bed when I was filming videos, like at one point he like woke up and he was like licking his paws and he seemed happy and all that kind of stuff. He was happy when he was eating last night. The pacing, I almost kind of feel like I was more stressed out than he was. You know, I was talking to my neighbor across the street today, Mrs., because the gardener, because she was like, well, what's going on and whatever. And I said, I'm just really worried about her. And I told her the whole story. And she said, you know, she said, I know where you're at with it, Peter, because we've talked about this with Boo and Tucker, or with Tucker and Pee-Pee. She said, you're thinking like you're close to the end. I said, I always take it there. And she said, you know, she goes, I want to tell you something. She said, I have a really, really good friend of mine. And she says she's a little Cocker Spaniel that she rescued. And her Cocker Spaniel is 17 and a half now. And she's deaf and she's blind. And she said, but, you know, she's still happy. She still lays in bed. She still sleeps with her. You know, she sometimes gets up in the middle of the night. And she's like, you know, she'll pace too. They think she has dementia. And she said, you know, so like she'll have to pick her up and put her back in the bed because she can't see. So she gets confused as to where she's at. But she's a happy dog. And she eats. And she has a good appetite. And, you know, like she's got these mental games. Because I'm looking at getting some mental games for Boo Radley, but he doesn't even like to play with toys, so how's he gonna play with a mental game? But she was like, you know, Peter, as long as they're happy, she was like, that's the quality of life that you're aiming for as a dog with happiness, right? And she's like, my friend's dog is 17 and a half, deaf and blind, and probably has beginning stages of dementia, and is very happy. She goes, look at him right now. And I looked over, and he was just like walking real, like doing his little walk, you know, like through the yard. She goes, he's a happy dog, Peter. She goes, stop stressing out about it. She's like, we can't control it anyway. And that like really, really helped. Honestly, it did. And so many of your comments, I just want to say, really, really helped. And I know that people are probably at this point tired of every day me getting on here and talking about it. You know, it's one of the things of being in this house all day long, every day. There are days that I absolutely love it. I'm a homebody. I love being at home. You know, I feel safe here. I love my neighbors and stuff, but when it's stuff like this, I feel like it's 24 hours a day of me constantly being like, is he okay? Where's he at? I mean, like, you can tell, like, I usually, when I vlog from here, how many times does he come down here and check on me? He's on the bed sleeping. He's not checking on me. You know, so it's just like he's acting differently. And I don't know if it's, maybe he hurt himself. I said something to Tanya, and Tanya goes, well, maybe he had a stroke, Peter. She goes, dogs have strokes. And she goes, is he acting weird? Is he tilting his head? And I said, he's not tilting his head. I read about that online. I said, his eyes look a little bit different. She goes, well, that could be the allergies. Because his eyes look glassy, like he's like kind of like looking at us like. But then today I noticed that his eyes weren't that bad. His eyes looked a lot better. So I don't know, maybe it's just an injury and it's taken him longer because he's an older dog. My neighbor said, because he's an older dog, Peter. You know, older dogs are not going to act the same way that they do when they're 4. So I don't know. I think I just heard him jump down from the bed. But that was my night last night. And, you know, Alex had to work all day today. I didn't want to wake Alex up, but he did get up a couple times. And he was like, babe, what's going on? And I said, I'm just really, really stressed out about Boo. And he was like, what's wrong with him? And I was like telling him that he was just pacing and stuff. You know, it's interesting when I look back, and I've told you guys about a lot of it, that like, we would talk about, like, Alex would give him his medicine and then he would do his laps. Do you remember me talking about that? About, like, Boo Radley doing his laps when we would watch TV? I'm almost wondering if the laps, because a lot of people call that, like, sundowners. Like, they compare it to, like, people with dementia. I'm almost wondering if the laps weren't the beginning stages of dementia. I don't know. I'm just grasping for answers at this point, and I'm really worried about my little dog, and I love him. And, you know, and I know that a lot of you have pets out there that you love too, and I'm sure you can relate. And so, if I talk about this a little bit every day, I'm sure some of you out there don't relate, you know, like want to hear daily updates of it, but it's what's going on in my life. I'm worried about my little guy, you know? So that's what's going on with Boo Radley. He's fine today. He's been sleeping the majority of the day. I took him out, you know. He ate a couple treats, and I mean, he seems fine. He just seems like himself, but just like lethargic. So I don't know. And then last night he wasn't lethargic at all. I mean, last night he was just, it was constant. I mean, I was sitting there watching Sister Wives, and I would stop it, and I would pick him up, and then he wouldn't want to be picked up, and he wouldn't be put down, and then I'd take him outside, and he'd walk around for a little bit. I'd bring him inside, give him a treat, and I thought, okay, he's going to go back upstairs. He stood down here by the staircase for a long time. So then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, does he not know how to get up the staircase? But then I'd start walking up the staircase, and he'd follow me, and he'd like go past me and like run up the staircase. So I'm like, this is just how he was like a week ago. He knows how to run up the staircase. He could jump up on the bed last night. He's not forgetting things like that. You know, he's not getting lost in furniture. They talk a lot about that. Like when you read online, they'll say they get lost in furniture. They don't know where they are. He doesn't seem like that yet. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm glad that we're gonna, you know, we got a point with the vet, and we want our vet to see him. So this is just not a great week because one day she was in surgery, then 2 days she's off because of kids, her kids stuff. But she knows Boo, and so I was like, we'll just get him in with anybody at first. But then I was like, no, I really want to see her because she knows Boo Radley. Like, she knows him. So she'll be able to look at him and be like, oh, yeah, he's acting different or this or whatever. But we do have to get some blood work done on him, and he hates doing that. And we have to give him, like, some sleep medication for that. He's not going to, you know, anyway. Maybe that'll help him sleep a little bit before we go to the vet appointment. But, so, yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm just worried about the little guy. I'm just worried about him. So anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. You guys have given me so much support over it, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, on to other things. So I was talking to my neighbor today after that. Like, I brought him inside and stuff, and I was talking to her again, and she's like, what have you been up to today? And I was like, well, I've just been filming videos and stuff. Tomorrow's Cousin Fun Day, so I don't know how much I'm going to film. And then my pool crew lady came by. She and her husband were out in their yard working, and so she, like, walked over, and she's like, what are you guys talking about? And I was like, oh, just what I'm doing today. And she goes, are you going to go to the pool? And I said, the pool is closed. Do not tease me. And she goes, well, it's really nice. What was the temperature today in Indianapolis? It was really nice. I was looking up these pictures of mermaids for my drama video. Hold on a second. As soon as I put an I, it'll come up Indianapolis weather. Look, that's the first thing that comes up. So I type, it's 80 degrees today. It was like 85. It was like full sunshine. It would have been a perfect pool day. I'm actually going to walk up to the pool in a second to see if they have the pool closed sign, because if they don't, then I'm going to go in there. Because I need to just relax, first of all. I feel like I need to de-stress. Sister Wives is actually helping me de-stress quite a bit. But she said to me, she goes, my pool crew lady, she goes, is the water still in the pool? We were kind of like both like looking up there. We couldn't really see anything. They didn't look like they had the chain on the gate or anything yet. She said, if they still have the water in the pool, they don't have the chain on the gate, which they probably won't put up because of the annual pool party. She's like, just go up there at night and go swimming if you want to. I said, do you think anybody care? Her husband's the one that does some of the chemicals, and she was like, he said the chemicals like are fine for like 2 weeks. She's like, it's not going to hurt anything. She's like, it'll just take the color out of your hair, but your hair's white anyway. And I was like, okay. She said the last time he checked him was the day they closed, and that the chemicals were fine in the pool. So I was like, okay. So yeah, so I'm going to walk up to the pool later. My neighbor, she was texting me earlier. I should text her and say, do you think the pool is still open? What did she text me earlier? Oh, she texted me about suggestions, because people keep on asking. She said I could share, but I couldn't share a lot of details about it. She doesn't want to, like, she doesn't want to give it, like, bad, you know, whatever. So her date is this weekend, so she's very excited about that. Alex is coming in. He just came home. I can hear him, the garage door closing. So I'll probably go outside and finish this. Maybe I can sit in my chair and I won't have to sit in the other chair. I hate sitting in that other chair when I vlog. Hello?
Hi.
Did you have fun at dinner?
Yeah.
All right, well, let me get off here, and then I will go outside, and I'm going to give him a little update on Boo, and then, oh, you look cute. Look at that cute little, is that my shirt?
No.
I think I have a shirt like that, though. You look very lumberjack today. Anyway, all right, I'm going to get off here, and I will be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. This is going to have to be a short vlog tonight. I think that I am going to walk down to the pool in a second, and I'll take you guys with me, and we can see if the pool is officially closed for the year or not. It's a beautiful evening outside. It's like a crescent moon. It's so pretty outside. Alex and I went upstairs to check on Boo Radley. He's like in his purple bed. He's just like sitting there like licking his paws. Alex like started petting him, and as soon as he like pet this side of the face, which I thought his face was completely fine today, he like pulled away. Alex is like, I think something happened to his face. He's like, I don't think this is dementia. He's like, I think something happened to his face. And he was like, I think we're gonna find out when we go to the vet. He was like, so I said, so you don't think that the wandering around? He goes, I think he always has done that for like the last 6 months. And he goes, it's after when we started the gabapentin. I think that's the gabapentin like that's when maybe that was a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever we started the gabapentin, was when the lap started. He goes, I think last night was from the Benadryl. He goes, I think there's easy answers for all of this. He goes, I think he's just having a hard time healing and whatever happened to his face. He's like, it's the lower part. It's like he sneezed and he hit his head on the floor. He goes, I think he's just an older dog and it's still taking him time to heal. And I said, so you don't think that it's dog dementia? He goes, Peter, he knows who we are. Like, as soon as Alex came in, he got, like, excited and whatever. He goes, he knows who we are. He said he knows his name. He's not deaf. He hears us walk into a room, which is not always consistent with dog dementia. So, anyway, Alex is like, I said to Alex, I said, I just hope that we're not at the end. Like, I'm not ready to deal with that right now. And he goes, well, I hope not either. He goes, but we're not going to know until we go to the vet. He's like, so let's not borrow trouble. He goes, he's very happy. He just brought him down to give him his medicine. And he said, you know, he's very happy, and we like brought him treats, and he ate his little treats upstairs in bed and stuff like that. So he seems fine. He just seems really, really lethargic. So I don't know if it's just like, I can remember like after the back brace and stuff like that, like Valerie and Tanya especially, like it'd be like 3 months after that, and I would still just be like, I would wake up one day and I just did not feel great, and it like affected my mood, and I was tired. And I remember they would both say to me, you're like physically still healing. Like it takes like 6 to 12 months to physically heal your body. So like when you go through something traumatic like that. So I don't know if like he really hurt himself. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out from the vet. But anyway, he's okay now, and Alex is home, and Alex picked him up to bring him downstairs and give him his medicine. He looked all excited. So, you know, Alex is like, he knows who we are. He's not getting lost in the house. He's like, he goes, I don't think this is dementia. He said, I think you're trying to make sense out of it, and that's the only thing that makes sense. So, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. We won't know until we go to the vet. And Alex is like, you know, we need to get the blood work done. We go to the vet and stuff like that. And so, and after we get the blood work done, it usually takes a day or two to come back. So it's not like it happens like immediately. But I think she's known him, I mean, for so long that I think that she'll be able to tell, like, okay, something's going on with them, or, you know, like this is what's going on with them, or whatever. I was looking up, like, because Tanya said something about, do you think he might have had a stroke? So I looked up, like, signs of, like, symptoms of a stroke, like a dog after a stroke. None of the symptoms are consistent. I mean, like, there's, like, 2 or 3. But this is the problem, and this is why you never get on WebMD. Like, and that's dangerous for me, is, like, I get on there, and there's, like, 10 symptoms. I mean, I even took tests last night about dog dementia. And it was, like, if it was, like, green, orange, red, he's like in the lower green part. And I took 2 different tests, and both tests came back that way. But when I was like looking at the symptoms of like a dog after a stroke, it was like, if there were 10 symptoms, he had like 2 of them. And so those 2 symptoms could apply to anything. It might not just be that, you know what I mean? So, okay, well let me have a sip of my coffee real quick. Cheers. This is like, I've been working on this 1 cup of coffee all day today. I will say this though. There's so many benefits that I get from doing YouTube, you know? I mean, being able to work from home, paying my bills, get to have fun, get to come up with fun ideas and stuff like that. But I was so stressed out when I woke up today, still from last night, and so worried about him, that the couple of hours that I took filming videos, and even just walking down here to the pool, you know, I didn't want to really leave or go away from the house, you know, until Alex got home. And so when, because of Boo, and when I was sitting there filming those videos today, and Boo Radley's just like sleeping right next to me, it really took me out of that. Like, I get so many comments from people, and well, not just comments, but I get emails and DMs from people that will say like, I'm going through a really hard time right now, like through a breakup or medical issues or whatever, like, you know, grieving the loss of somebody or a pet or whatever, and just, you know, stressful stuff, changing. I feel like I've had a lot of people recently that have reached out to me, and I actually have a couple people in my personal life that are going through this too, that are being laid off. Like, I feel like a lot of people are being laid off right now, and so people reach out to me and say, you know, I've just had a really, really, crappy day, and it's been a bad day, and your videos have really helped me. But in return, I just want to say, if you guys weren't out there watching my videos, if there was nobody watching my videos, I wouldn't make videos, right? I mean, like, not on 7 channels. And so today, on a day that I needed to kind of escape from that, and even like last night when I was watching Sister Wives, as much as that helped, I was very conscious of him constantly. I mean, I would constantly look back and be like, is he still standing there? And then I would go pick him up. So it was like, as much as it was taking my mind off things today, with him laying right next to me and I could see him and I knew that he was okay, being able to make videos and laugh and have fun and not be worried about him because he was sleeping right next to me, you guys allowing me to make videos and watching them, I just don't even know that I can explain to you, like, that gift that you give me. There's so much that comes along with being able to do this and do it on multiple channels, 7 channels. You know, I filmed on every channel today. I had a blast. It really, like, took my mind off things for a while. It really allowed me to not stress out so much about my little dog, you know. I don't have that many people in my life, and so it's like, you know, I'm no different than anybody else. I know everybody's pets mean a lot to them, you know, and so I don't know, it just was nice that for a couple hours I was able to just like laugh and have fun and, you know, relax. So thank you guys for that. Thank you for giving me that, because there's so many opportunities that whenever I talk about like opportunities on YouTube, I'm not really ever referring to those opportunities, but those opportunities, like when I'm going through stuff, you know, there have been days where I'm like, I'm gonna film videos today, and I also feel like where something personal is going on with like a friend of mine, you know, like a divorce or a medical issue with family members, things I never share online, things with friends that I've never mentioned these friends online, so I'm not going to mention things about their personal life, you know, but I have stuff that goes on a lot, you know. Caroline was like, share whatever you want to share, and I wasn't able to talk to her around this, but so Caroline's cousin on her dad's side, her stepdad passed away last week. It was one of the reasons why Caroline was like so busy with work and why she couldn't end up coming to the pool, because Caroline was trying to get stuff tied up to go to the memorial and stuff. And Caroline doesn't care if I share that online. And I even asked her, and she's like, no, I don't care. She's like, I mean, it's part of my life. She's like, share whatever you want to share. She's like, I don't care what you share about my life, about my husband's life. You share whatever you want to share. She said it to me in the car not too long ago, and she said it again when I was talking to her. But, you know, it's like, I don't share a lot of those things. That's just an example, right? Like, I have that happen every week, where somebody that I love, something happens to them, right? Like, I asked Caroline, I was like, do you want me to go with you? She was like, no, David's going to come with me, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you don't need to go, blah, 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 because it's like, you know, 6-7 hour drive from here. And I was like, Caroline, I love her, you know, like, but she's Caroline's cousin on that side. She's not mine, but I'm close with her too. Like, I consider her kind of like my indirect cousin. But Caroline's like, no, they're keeping it very, very small, blah, 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 whatever. And so I sent her a message, and we talked a little bit and whatever. But there's a lot of things that happen in my personal life that I'm sure stuff doesn't always seem like it makes sense to people, but like I might have just like before, I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to film this drama video, and then like I get a call from somebody and they're like, oh, this just happened. Well, I can't get on video and share that happened because I'm protective of those people. It's not my place to share those stories necessarily anyway, but that's just an example, because Caroline doesn't care what I share. So that's just an example, you know, of like, and then like I'm sad for my friend, or I'm sad for somebody that I love in my life, right? And then I'll be like, okay, I'm not really in a place to film a video, but then I sit down and I film a video, and whether it's a Peterisms video or a review, like the reviews really help me a lot. It's like for that moment, I can just kind of like laugh at the world and things like that, you know, and stuff. And I think we all need that, you know, we all need to have like our minds kind of taken off things and whatnot. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that, because you guys allow me that by watching my videos. And when I say that, I don't want you guys to think that like for any reason that I'm like keeping things from you. You know, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do, like Caroline doesn't care what I share. I mean, she made that very, very clear. I said something to her about it. This was a couple weeks ago when we were in the car, and she goes, share whatever. She was like, I mean, she was like, share whatever the F you want to share. She was like, I do not care. Share about my husband, share about my, I know what I was talking about. It was when somebody commented on my video. This was a couple months ago, actually, about me saying that, like, it was the whole talk about the house, my mom giving me the house, and Caroline selling her parents, and somebody said something like, I'm sure Caroline doesn't wouldn't appreciate you discussing her finances, because I said something like, well, Caroline's parents sold and she got a lot more money out of that, and they're like, and Caroline's like, I don't even care. Say exactly what the house sold for. She's like, you share whatever you want to share. She's like, I don't care. I love you. She's like, you're one of the closest people to me in my life. I don't care. She's like, share whatever you want to share. But there's a lot of people that, like, stuff happens to me and it's just like, I haven't even mentioned those people. I have very close people in my life that I have never talked about on video out of protection for them. And just, they don't want to be on camera. They don't, like, that's just not their, that's not, you know, whatever. And so there's a lot of things that happen that I don't ever share. And it's not like because I'm trying to keep anything from you guys, because that's not it at all. It's just that, I mean, I can't even tell you how many moments I've sat, you know, down to film a video and I'm just like, I got something else going on in my head. And I know a lot of people would be like, well, then just don't film that day. Well, for me, it's helpful. It's really, really helpful to film that day and to get my mind off things and whatnot. You know, it's really, really helpful. So at least for a couple hours, you know, and it's like, I don't know that a lot of people that can't just take off like 2 weeks when they hear something, you know, and a lot of it's not just like personal to me. A lot of it's like somebody calls me up and is like, I'm really going through a hard time, right? And then I'm worried about that person, or I care about that person. We all have people that we care about, we worry about, right? And so it's in my head. But being able to make videos gets me out of that a little bit. In recovery, what I've learned is that to get out of yourself, help somebody else, or to get out of yourself, do something for somebody else, or do something else. And like for me, making videos, even thinking, maybe if I make this video today, I said this in my drama video, if one person's having a hard time and this video makes them laugh, then I've done my job today. And maybe getting somebody out of that. But in return, you guys help me so much sometimes, more than you'll ever know, you know, more than you'll ever know. So I just want to say thank you for that. I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. I love being able to do this. So should we go to the pool? Let's go to the pool. Now, I'll be really surprised if the pool is not locked up. Except that they're having the annual party. And so maybe they won't be... See, I have to have the front door open so that the light is shining out here. But maybe they won't have... the gate locked up because they don't... See how pretty the sky is? Look at that. I should do a thumbnail right here, shouldn't I? Or maybe with the moon in the background. Oh, that's a good thumbnail. Except you can't really see me, can you? But I like that thumbnail anyway. So, oh, this stupid tripod. It's like twisting and stuff. Let me close it. Okay, there. The only thing is that they're having the annual party. So I don't know that they would like completely lock up the gate because the annual party is this weekend. It's this Sunday. So they might leave the gate like unlocked or not take the water out of the pool. Now they said that the pool contract closed. Oh, here's somebody walking down the street right now. They said the pool contract closed. Last day was Sunday. So that means they should have taken everything up on Monday, but I know yesterday they hadn't taken everything up yet. So, hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Just fine.
So, now I can see right now, there's still chairs up there. I can smell the pool from here. Did they take the water out already? Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if we go up there and everything's gone. It's so dark up there. Look how dark it is. Spooky, spooky. I feel like there's usually some lights on here. I should have brought my pool key down to see if it still works. Oh, you know what? They put the pool sign up that says pool closed. Do they have a thing over the pool? No, I can see the water in the pool. They sure did put the sign up that said pool closed. Here, I'll get my phone light out for you. Pool closed. Oh, that makes me sad. I was like, how is it showing my camera? Because I got my light behind, not in front. Let's see if we can see what we can see. The tables, all that. Oh, they didn't put the gate on it yet. I hear something bubbling though. Is there a shark in the pool? Do you hear that gurgling? It looks like there's something moving in the pool. There's like ripples in the pool. They're probably just draining the pool. That's probably what it is. Should we go walk over and see the lake? I sometimes... Oh, tripod fell again while I was walking. I sometimes walk down here when I take my walk. See, I could walk in my Birkenstock sandals. I'm thinking tomorrow night is going to be my walk, my first night to walk with my shoes. I'm so sad about the pool closing. They don't even have anything up yet. They could have just left the pool open. This little light's so pretty out there. This is the lake. You can see the light shining off the houses. I wish you guys could smell this video. It smells so good. Look at the lake out there. I mean, it's a small little lake, but whatever. There's the woods. I could sit out here and do a video right here. All the trees. So pretty, isn't it? Well, it's getting a little chilly tonight. There's no breeze or anything, but... Oh, you know what I was going to do yesterday? I'll do it tomorrow, or whenever I remember it. Somebody remind me in the comment section. I was going to do my new pool countdown. 11 months and counting. Not 11 months, 9 months and 8 months and counting to the pool opening. There it is. Bye, pool. I loved you so much, pool. Let's put the light on it. Let's shine the light. What if I saw a mermaid in there? Oh my God, I'd lose my mind. That pool looks so sad, doesn't it? I could be in there swimming right now. Oh well. They closed my pool. It's my pool and they closed it. Anyway, well, feels like a Friday. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. Isn't it weird how days feel like that? Is this like going out of focus? Hold on. Yeah, because I'm in the complete dark and you guys can't see me. Is it focusing at all? No. You know what? That's a good time to get off here. So I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go and upload this vlog. Or I'm going to go render this vlog and then upload it on my phone so it gets up quicker. And I'll have it up tonight. Thank you all for watching. It's kind of nice walking out here with you guys. Now, I couldn't do like an hour and a half walking. Plus, I like to walk and listen to my audiobooks, so I couldn't do that. But maybe every once in a while this fall, I'll break out the tripod and we'll go on a walk together. What do you think? I think that might be nice. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. And if nobody else has told you this today, hold on. I can't do it. I love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!